everyone, and welcome to the Anglers of the Year edition of the 5CAST. I'm Mariko Izumi. As the 2007 season winds to a close, we decided to look back at some of the anglers who dominated on the water this year. We were going to fly each of them in for an interview, but I decided to use the money on a manicure and a haircut. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Money well spent. To start off this award-winning 5CAST, we thought we'd begin by putting our money where our mouth is. Scott Suggs from Bryant, Arkansas has been around the fishing circuit for years, casting a line from FLW to the Strand Series and all stops in between. But none that compares to becoming the first $1 million winner in bass fishing history. The big prize came after Scott won the 2007 Forest Wood Cup in his home state of Arkansas, making him the first person to score in Arkansas since William Jefferson Clinton. Sticking with FLW, there is one name that has sat atop the leaderboard for the past 5 years. And after winning again in 2007, he seems like he's capable of miracles. Jay Yelas has fishing in his soul. And after winning the Walmart FLW Tour again, he's also got it in his pocket. Ranking in nearly $200,000 in tour winnings this year, Jay has certainly cemented his reputation among angling's elite. Wow! Jay managed to combine elite and Walmart into the same story? He must be capable of miracles. Perhaps the most hotly contested race of the year, the Bassmaster Angler of the Year is awarded to the angler with the most points in the Bassmaster Elite Series. Although many amazing anglers competed for this illustrious prize, it was Skeet Reese and Kevin Van Dam who would sit atop the leaderboard for most of the season. When all the points were finally added up, it was Skeet taking home first, after narrowly defeating Van Dam. Looking ahead to the bass season next year, Van Dam said he was considering cloning himself in order to make a double impact. As much as we love celebrating the heavyweights, it wouldn't be a 5CAST if we didn't give a shout out to the underdog. 25-year-old Derek Remitz from North Branch, Minnesota, has been making his way along the scene for a few years. But it wasn't until the Battle of the Border that Derek would claim his stake. Competing as a pro on the Bassmaster Elite Series, Derek would shock the world and take first place in Texas, beginning a season that would see him become the 2007 Rookie of the Year. With 6 figures in earnings and some big sponsors on board, Derek is the hottest thing in fishing since, you know, it was me. And finally, as we try and do on every edition of the 5CAST, we've just got to show our love for the ladies. After it was recently announced the 2008 Women's Bass Angler of the Year would qualify for the 2009 Bassmaster Classic, speculation ran wild as to who it might be. Although we won't know the answer for almost a year, there are 2 ladies who look to be front runners. Sherry Glasgow of Muskogee, Oklahoma, and Pam Martin Wells of Bainbridge, Georgia, have both finished amazing seasons, and the 2 of them sit atop the leaderboard for the Women's Angler of the Year. When asked how hard it would be to compete against the men in 2009, Sherry and Pam both remarked that they promised to take it easy on them. Well, that does it for our Anglers of the Year edition of the 5CAST. I'm Mariko Izumi, and I want to remind you all to tune in next week for the top 5 fishing stories of 2007. Story number 1, Fishing Diva takes over the world of angling.
Clothing provided by Storm Tech, official performance apparel of WFN, the World Fishing Network.
Why don't you take a break and check out some more Mariko on WFN.tv, your exclusive home for the 5CAST.